Good morning. This is Mona and this is my morning view. Today, Spring Edition 2025 Tips Tuesday. Here's a tip. When you come out on the Spring Edition wearing your shoes that have no traction and the deck has ice, well, wisdom there. Wisdom. Sometimes I lack wisdom. Alright, so here we go. Oh, I gotta get over here where maybe there's a little less ice on the deck. It has a sheen of ice right now. Construction Edition is still going on, but they're not in front of my house, so that's cool. I gotta be quick. Got an appointment this morning, so while I'm out here with the dog, star of the show, but not right now because she's doing her business, we're going to talk about Tips Tuesday. Tips Tuesday. Okay. I seem to have a lot of questions right now and not answers. So maybe the tips can come from you. So when there is an issue with someone, we are to bring it to that someone first. And then if it doesn't get resolved, then, you gather a couple people to go to them and, explain the situation. And then if it still doesn't resolve itself, you go to the elders. All right. Or it's either that or you bring the elders there. The multitudes might be the elders. The main part of this is that you go to the person first. But do you go to them immediately? Or do you wait? And a lot of that might have to do with the person you're dealing with. Okay? Now, I am not a master of this. Not. So if y'all have suggestions, I am totally willing ears to find your suggestions and be like, yeah, this is the biblical stance of what you should do with this. Because I was like, I don't want to hurt anybody because I can tend to be blunt. I say it like it is, or I say how I see it. Which might be how it is, but might not be how it is. But when it's how it is, it's how it is. But it still could be hurtful. My intention is not to hurt anybody. My intention is to wake them up and say, hey, wake up! Stop being stubborn or whatever the case may be. So I don't want to hurt people. We don't want to hurt people. But we can't just let things sit idly by either. Ignore it. I went to an outside source that has biblical wisdom, godly wisdom behind them on a situation, because he's a pastor. He's just not a pastor of the church that I attend to right now. He was my former pastor. And I went to him for advice because I didn't know what to do. He said, make sure you have some questions to try to get, the person to kind of answer their own questions. Answer their own, come to the conclusions themselves. I'm like, I hate those type of questions. I don't like being asked those type of questions. I don't like asking those type of questions. Not comfortable with questions like that. Woo, there's the slipping. So, I waited a little bit till I talked to my pastor, my former pastor. I waited a little bit. Went for his advice. He said, maybe you don't have to say anything. Maybe it'll just kind of just blow over. People got to cool down. People got to chill sometimes. I like that answer. But then I tend to go into ignoring mode. I got 50 million other things I got to do rather than, deal with the elephant in the room. Do we deal with the elephant in the room? A lot of times, the longer that elephant sits there, there's more cleanup. There's more cleanup. So, really, the faster you go to them after you've given time with the Lord, after if you need wisdom and counsel from someone who's wiser, smarter, and, has more, what's the word for that? Has more experience in the situation. After you've done those things, don't delay too long. I delayed because I had a headache. Wasn't texting, wasn't typing, wasn't nothing. All I wanted to do was take some ibuprofen and lay down. That was me. But whether I still have the headache today or not, it's time. Because sometimes we just have to put on our big girl panties, make the move, and whether it comes out perfect or whether it comes out all screwed up, it's where was the intent. The intent, don't want to hurt anybody. It's quite possible I may hurt somebody. But the intent is not there. Because when I have fight or flight, fight or flight, I can say things that sometimes don't come out nice. I'm not lying. Which is a whole nother thing. Oh my Lord. I'm going to give you 2 tips for today. Don't lie, because you'll be found out. Somebody lied to someone. That someone came to me and asked me a direct question. I told them the truth. And then the person got mad at me for throwing them under the bus, which I didn't even know there was a bus rolling. He asked me what happened. I told him what happened. I didn't know she lied to him. Why am I in trouble? Own it. Say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, I made a mistake. She meant to do it. Wasn't harmful on her. She didn't have any malice in the situation. She threw something out that she shouldn't have thrown out. Wasn't hers to throw out. But it was in a space that she considers kind of like hers. And so it's a shared space. It's a shared space, and she didn't know what it was, who it was, and why it was there. So she threw it out. And when the person asked if she had seen it, she lied. Downright lied. Don't know nothing about it. He came to me. Oh, she threw it out. Why? Because it was disgusting. That was it. That was all. That's all it was. Of course it was disgusting. It was actually a cleaning tool. That's why it was disgusting. Doesn't look like a cleaning tool. Looks like a hygiene tool. But it wasn't a hygiene tool. It was a brush. It was a hairbrush. A hairbrush that was being used to clean brooms. To clean brooms. Don't lie. Don't lie. And you will never feel like you've been thrown under the bus. unless somebody actually does throw you under the bus. Because if somebody comes and asks you a direct question, do you ignore them? Do you lie to them? No. I don't care how angry that person got with me about, quote, throwing them under the bus, but I didn't volunteer information and go, oh, so-and-so did that. That's throwing somebody under the bus. I don't volunteer information. Of course, unless it's illegal and it needs to be reported to the authorities, then absolutely you may need to throw somebody under the bus to prevent them from being harmed or somebody else from being harmed. So you got 2 tips. Don't wait too long when going to someone. And 2, don't lie. And then you won't have to worry about the aftermath. All right. That's my morning view. I gotta go. Blessings, everybody. Go to YouTube and subscribe on my channel, Mona E. Harrison. Mona E. Harrison. Subscribe, like, notifications. This video will be uploaded either tonight or tomorrow. It's, could be tonight, could be tomorrow. I don't know if yesterday's is up there yet, but it'll be up there by today. So anyways, go there and hit all the bells and whistles. That way, I can have a little bit longer over there, learn how to do these shorter here and there, but have more than 3 minutes, because there's no way to get the content out in 3 minutes. Plus, doing my commercial of, hit subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. All right. Blessings, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Wonderful Wednesday. Bye.